Okay, so let's take a look at how we multiply fractions. Before we make it any more complicated than it has to be, let's go back through and review the basics. When all of your fractions were positive and you never even thought about any of them being negative, what would you do? Um, Basically, you should have developed a sort of tunnel vision where you would look at just the top numbers and you would multiply them. So 2 times 1 became 2. And let me drag that down into the right spot there. And then in the same way, you took a look at the denominators in another sort of tunnel vision. You say 3 times 9 became 27. And that was the end of it. You would simplify your fraction if you needed to, but that's all that multiplying fractions entailed was you multiplied the two numerators and you got your new numerator, multiplied the two denominators and you got your new denominator. Now that we've got negative values, now that we've got negative values getting into the mix, I brought out the Math Pizza here and we'll take a look at how to use this. Some people have seen me use it in the past and they've been a little bit confused. This is just something that pretty much I've borrowed from other math teachers, and we're going to see what happens. Negative 5 times positive 7. So if you drew a triangle on your paper real quick and you put two negative signs and one positive signs, this is what you would do. A negative times a positive. So I would cover up a negative and I would cover up the positive, and that tells me that my answer is going to be negative. So I'll put my negative sign right there, and 5 times 7 is 35. So it's pretty simple to just say, okay, my answer is negative 35. And then 6 times 8, both of them are positive, and so that makes a positive answer. The Math Pizza strategy does not work for when you have both positives, because hopefully you realize two positives multiplying each other still equal a positive. Um, the next step that you would need to do is just go through and make sure that that fraction is in simplest form. And let's do one more. How about if we have negative 3 times negative 10? So that's a negative times another negative, and so that would make it positive 30, and that becomes your new numerator. Negative times negative is positive, and 9 times 12, both positive, would be positive 108. And in this case, we actually can simplify it, and it becomes 5/18 or 5 over 18. You'll do the same thing every single time. The multiplying is rather easy.